have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Trop classe, Ningguang.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project!
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much lately.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a huge opportunity.
Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contacting me to declare an interest in joining the project.
Enfin, je repense à la cinématique de fin, du coup, là, avec la bataille contre l'ancien dieu et les adeptes et tout, c'est incroyable.
And most of the materials have been assembled. 3 key items are, however, still outstanding. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with Plostrite, but I've never even heard of those other two.
Only sufficiently large pieces of Plostrite, or specifically Vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Wonder Cores, meanwhile, are the central components of the mechanical structure of the Jade Chamber. Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. They are as indispensable as the mechanical core itself. Although these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if, but of when. I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find, and in addition, the first 3 people who collect all the materials will have the opportunity to ask me a question. You may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer. I trust that this means of compensation will be to everyone's satisfaction.
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyuet Harbor's development plan for next year...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime.
Haha, what a coincidence! I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some Plostrite just the other day.
Okay.
No. We better move quickly, or this opportunity will be snatched away from us.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a huge...
Ouais, je vois pas trop de quoi on se mêle, parce que c'est pas notre domaine de
So you
compétence.
heard my announcement, did you? What do you think?
On va participer, bien sûr.
Interested? Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I
C'est vrai
am
qu'on peut poser des questions
knowledgeable
sur notre sœur.
Really? Ooh, then Paimon will ask
Non, mais
you
toi,
and
tu
we'll
t'es payé,
never
non.
be sure
Chut.
of Mora ever again.
Of course. The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. I have
Okay.
other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site. Remember,
Ok,
this is a race against the clock. A rare opportunity presents.
allez, let's go.
Ningguang seems super busy. Come on, we'd better get going. First, we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh?
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and
C'est qui, ça?
distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this procurement contest, Lady Ding. As it happens, we have some
No.
don't be like that.
C'est qui, ça?
Why don't you stand there after her?
Oh, right, yeah.
Did you hear that? They said they had some useful information. Information,
Ego.
just what we need right now. Let's follow
On va
them and
fouiner,
see what
comme
we can
d'hab.
find out. They're not here. Let's keep looking.
Ah, ouais. Oh, ouais, tout va bien. Je vais me noyer. C'était fait exprès hein, pour arriver comme ça en volant.
Well, will you look at that, ma'am? Nowhere left to run. Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some mora, we give you a little info. Everybody's a winner.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives off. I'm telling you, there's
Vous allez
something
vous faire casser la gueule.
different.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk away from us, huh?
I've already told you. I don't need your information. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that won't be so easy to forget.
Come on, ma'am. You seem like an intelligent lady. I shouldn't have to spell this out to you. It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money and handing it over, and no—
I won't—
No more excuses! I know you have money. I saw you. Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, ordering a table full of food, then Shinue kiosk, then Wanmin restaurant. Same story each. How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Leo
Vas-y, bats-toi un peu, la meilleure des gifles.
But here we are. Perhaps. Yes.
Oh, joli.
Let's call it fate.
Boss, I'm telling you, something's not right.
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Oh, you again.
Nous, on est une petite
What are
balance.
the Millilith doing here? Did you do this? You ought to mind your own business. I swear.
Vas-y, va le battre.
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians? You're coming with us.
No, don't be angry, sir.
Bon, qui t'es toi?
Shenhe,
Ah,
Shenhe?
c'est elle.
my name.
Shenhe.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe.
Oh, I've heard about you two before. Thank you for helping to defuse the situation. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it would have taken to get him to surrender.
Ah oui, elle allait le défoncer,
Too
quoi.
violent. This is Lila Harbor. There are laws against that kind of—
Laws? No.
Elle connaît pas les lois, ok.
So,
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten enough.
she's so honest.
Elle a l'air un peu badass, elle.
Wait, that's right. They said you went around all the restaurants ordering this and that and the other, but only took a small bite of each dish. Then of course you're still hungry.
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals.
Elle mange des plantes?
Medicinal herbs?
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. After all, you can't work on an empty stomach.
Ok. Bah viens manger des... de là-bas.
You
Ah.
think Shenhe might be an adeptus?
Non mais je l'ai même pas reconnu. C'est Shenhe de là? Attends, de où? De là? Ah bah je l'ai même pas reconnu. Ah c'est une 5 étoiles elle? Trop classe.
Where does she
Bah je l'avais
fit
même
in
pas
with you?
reconnu.
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought your prescription.
Chingson, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
Thank
Ok.
you.
Merci Guy l'herboriste.
She's
Et on salue tous les Guys de France. Et d'ailleurs, tous les Guys du monde. Donc elle mange de
My
l'herbe.
hunger has now abated.
C'est bon?
Rather awful.
Super.
Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance. After consuming a large quantity of them,
So, how come you chow down on these and barely touch the restaurant food? If Paimon had enough Mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest restaurant in town and order a whole table of food.
because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the food of the mortal realm is most delicious. But should I return to the mountains, yearning for the food here shall only pose an obstacle to my sampling each dish in order to appreciate it.
Return to the mountains. That proves it. Paimon.
Enough about me. What are your plans for me?
Oh, right. Paimon almost forgot.
C'est vrai qu'on faisait ça à la base.
And now we're probably super.
I see. I heard something.
Ouais.
Yep. You get to ask Ningguang any question you want if you. Were you interested in the contest too, Shenhe?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no intention of joining a contest. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance.
Wow.
Okay, let's go.
You really don't have to. But having an Adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier, so.
Allez,
Then
let's
let's
go.
not delay. I have a plan.
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be the.
I
tu
am
vas
not
parler
sure
trop.
whether or to what
Paiement,
extent
c'est
this
pas
plan can be classified
possible.
as we simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us.
Est-ce qu'elle est moins
Then,
énervante
we
en
alone
japonais
shall
ou
become the
en
victors.
chinois, Paiement ou...
Oh, that is not acceptable! Now,
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and one-upmanship.
C'est pas faux.
look, we want to Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there. So,
Baiju, what are you doing out here?
bosse ici.
Lady
Hein.
Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running.
Huh?
Ok.
How come Lady Ning?
I'm not too sure.
Arrête de poser
I
des
did hear
questions,
she's looking to
pardon, c'est
rebuild the
incroyable.
Jade Chamber. Maybe for its. Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy.
No, we've got other stuff to do.
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? As far as the records show, virtually all Sunset Vermilionite in existence has been
Okay then,
On va
let's
encore
go
devoir
after
mener une
the
enquête, mais
Bayou
c'est pas possible.
Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all. And if there's anything further you need from me,
Non mais j'en peux plus Liyue, c'est sérieusement, enfin, c'est les quêtes de Liyue, c'est que ça, c'est de faire des courses à droite, à gauche. J'ai l'impression d'être dans... Enfin, non, j'en peux plus, quoi. Faire des quêtes à droite, à gauche, là... On va faire des courses pour... Zhongli, là, il nous envoie faire des courses pendant 3 heures. On ne fait que ça à Liyue, c'est...
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
Ah,
The guild has had a whole string
Xingqiu,
of strange orders in
bien sûr.
recently. Everyone's been your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay in.
I see.
ok.
Have someone sort the orders by...
Oh, how wonderful.
Hey, Xingqiu, glad you're here.
Mais en fait,
Ask you for
c'est
some
long aussi parce que
information.
Paiement, elle arrête pas de parler, quoi.
Traveler, Paimon. Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time being.
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave you in peace.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What's going on?
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of Sun?
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang's contest.
Exactement.
Do
Non
you
mais y a
The
pas besoin de
truth
poser
is,
d'autres questions,
The
Paiement.
Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some Sunset Vermilion. We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction. At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand.
500
In this
millions de
case,
Mora.
I'm guessing...
500 million?
Ah, j'ai pas ce qu'il faut.
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one.
But without any Sunset Vermilionite.
Don't panic. I don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Who?
J'en peux plus.
Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away.
J'ai l'impression de faire que ça. On nous envoie
Yes,
un
precisely.
personnage qui te renvoie un
I
autre
didn't know
personnage
anyone
qui te
else
renvoie un
knew
autre
about
personnage
him.
qui va t'envoyer chercher une plante pour un autre personnage.
According to records of drifting clouds, Sea Gazer once built an abode to store his rarest and most exquisite treasures. After
Okay.
Sea Gazer passed, the abode was abandoned. Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently. They make some oblique references to the...
Alicia.
Great! Wouldn't it be a little, you know...
Mais on y va,
You
c'est
needn't
tout.
worry.
Point.
As far as I understand, Sea Gazer was very open-minded.
Open-minded? I have not heard of...
Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains.
Allez, let's go,
All
voilà.
right then. Let's...
Shenhe, elle a compris, on
There's
enchaîne.
something about this young lady that remind... Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense.
Ouais, bah on se battra s'il y a de la défense. Ok. C'est ici? Ah bah ça va, c'est pas trop long. Pour le coup. Hop. Non, c'est de l'autre côté.
Let's see. Shincho said it should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed it, we can inspect the area more closely.
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around. Hey, look! Is that a new Sealy over there?
Une petite fée. Hop. Mais que... J'ai l'impression que des fois mon personnage il est bourré.
The Sealy got to here and then disappeared. Should we...
Une demeure créée par Scrutflow. Elle est abandonnée depuis un certain temps, mais l'énergie mystique qui y subsiste alimente encore un système d'autodéfense qui repousse les intrus. Incroyable. J'adore les donjons solo. C'est quand même vachement plus intéressant que d'aller faire les courses pour des gens, là. On explore un petit peu, on fait la bagarre. On aime bien ça.
Weren't we at a waterfall just now? How did we suddenly end up here? Oh, so many clouds.
I believe this is the abode of that Adeptus. With any luck, the sunset Vermilionite we're looking for should be in here.
Really? Let Paimon see. Huh? Isn't that the Sealy from before? Look, it's gone and snuck beneath the clouds. And now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete.
These are not real clouds. They are the... If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism.
All right,
Okay.
then let's do it.
I sense the presence of monsters in this place.
Comment ça se fait que dans la demeure d'un adepte... Oh, je suis en train de jouer avec Shenhe. Trop bien. Trop classe. Oh, elle se bat à la lance aussi. Attends, mais je peux pas... Faut que j'utilise le E.
Obey!
Ouais, ça me stresse.
Unleash!
Nice and spicy.
Je suis juste venu les tuer pour le plaisir de les tuer. Y a pas de... Genre là, je peux avancer? J'ai peur de tomber dans un trou. Mais attends, comment ça je l'ai pas... Ah, mais c'est le... Oui, pardon, c'est le noyau. Excusez-moi, j'étais... Trop la flemme de sortir Noël, par contre. Bon, vous m'excuserez, ce sera un petit peu plus long. Pardon, oui, je n'y étais pas. Et salut à Oniho. Bon, par contre, si j'ai vraiment que des trucs comme ça activés... Je peux l'atteindre ça? Non, je peux pas l'atteindre. Il y a peut-être... Ouais, il y avait peut-être moyen, je sais pas.
Take your true form.
Attendez les gars, je m'occupe de ça. J'arrive. Hop. Oh la mana fake. Comment est-ce que ça va ce matin?
It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this?
Windblade!
Do your master's bidding.
Oh, elle est un petit peu classe quand même. Shenhe.
The core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance.
Un petit peu classe. Ouais, j'aime bien les donjons solo.
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first.
By ordinance divine.
Nice and spicy. By royal decree.
Take your true form. Transfiguration.
Wings of darkness, come.
Je me suis pris dans le move là-dessus là. Voilà, juste régène 2 secondes.
My will embodied. Do your master's bidding.
Bubba, get them. Oz, reveal thyself.
Yo, salut Natsuri.
We're gonna fall. This time, we're really gonna fall. So, luckily there was a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very differently.
Non, mais même quand on la voit pas, elle est insupportable.
He's on the move again. Let's catch up with it. Something looks different about this stone wall. Let's take a closer
Ok. Alors, est-ce que je peux la pousser encore celle-ci? Le max c'est ici. Ok. On va plus la pousser. Et celle-ci, je peux la pousser comme ça. Ça marche. Bon, je pensais qu'il y avait une petite énigme ou un truc. Mais non, il fallait juste pousser les pierres.
By royal decree.
As you wish. Disappear!
Transfiguration! Take your true form!
Alors attends. Ok, j'aimerais bien juste pouvoir soigner Diana.
Cryo incarnate! Unleash!
Windblade!
Shake and stir.
Oh, t'es qui toi?
Midnight Phantasma.
My will embodied!
Je suis bloqué.
You're toast. Out of the frying pan into the sketch.
With the wind!
Obey! Take your true form!
Keep the bulimic Booba. Get them.
Windblade!
Un peu mou tout ça.
Look at you. Food nice and spicy.
Do your master's bidding!
Yo Zizou.
Shadow Raven. Blood
Ah
Knight
ouais, je voulais
Fall.
passer entre vous deux a priori.
I
Ce n'est
summon
pas la
thee.
peine.
Out of the frying pan into the fire.
My will embodied!
Eat this.
Peut-être un peu overkill ça, mais
Monster. Diana. Oz, reveal thyself.
hop, ce sera fait comme ça. Ok. Poursuivons.
Look over there. Could that be the sunset vermilionite?
Mhm. On arrive au bout de notre quête. Je trouve ces petits chemins de lumière vraiment trop beaux.
I'm here.
Hop.
Is this it? Is this the sunset vermilionite? It's so huge.
La chambre de jade est très grande.
But then again, why isn't it floating?
Prostrate
Un
doesn't
petit peu plus
float
tard dans la
until it's
matinée, Zizou,
activated.
si ça te chauffe.
It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs around the same amount. Only after being activated does Prostrate reveal its true nature, breaking free from the shackles of the mortal realm and ascending up into the heavens.
Wow, Shenhe. You seem to know everything about this.
Only because my master is fond of chatting about these things.
Mhm.
The moment she has some time to spare, she'll come straight for me and start telling story after. I don't care for her stories most of the time. I certainly didn't expect them to ever come in handy like this.
C'est qui son maître ou sa maîtresse?
If we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right? But if we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it?
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
Are you sure?
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a prostrate sample this large must be highly valuable. My safety.
That's
Ouais, tu vas porter une pierre de plusieurs tonnes là,
Sure
quoi.
you can handle it and everything. You gotta be extra careful when lifting heavy objects. It's
Is it? I'll go on ahead with the prostrate. Let's meet at the building site later.
Ok.
How is Shenhe able to carry that huge rock all by herself? Adepti super strength much?
C'est une adepte, du coup, Shenhe?
We can't slow
Elle a l'air...
Let's go meet her at the...
Elle a l'air plutôt balèze. Hein. Elle a l'air plutôt balèze. Oui, c'est un sacré site de construction, ça. Pour la chambre de Jade 2.0. Les paysages sont vraiment incroyables. Hop, on va arriver en mode...
Oh my
en mode
god,
BG
I
du
can't
ciel.
believe my eyes. How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's gotta be one of those adepti, sure.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing, so that in the coming year I may reap a more bountiful salary.
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item. May I take your name?
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhe and Ningguang's little helper.
Et ouais, c'est nous.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest talent turns in the rarest prostrate specimen. But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
Oh, my bad, Madame la secrétaire.
Okay then, Miss Secretary.
In truth, it is the finest piece of prostrate we have received so far. If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the... As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area. Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a lot of work to do on the building site.
On veut bien faire la suite.
Shenhe. Just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing.
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help
Ouais, mais
but
toi, tu es
hold their head up high
bouffi d'ego
and break
et
into a
d'orgueil, Paimon, c'est
I've
normal.
had similar compliments before. They call me an adeptus. Treat me with great
Ouais, donc c'est bien
deference
une
and
adepte.
respect.
Yeah, 'cause that's how adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive too.
But I am not...
Shenhe?
Bon, t'es une adepte ou pas?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since
Okay.
we set foot in that abode.
Well, Byron said that there are...
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded place in the wilderness to sit.
You can't do that. It's dangerous out in the wild on your own. When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy bed. All right?
Non, Paimon, non, je peux pas dire que Paimon a raison. Je dirais juste qu'un lit est plus confortable que de la
If
vie.
you
Great. Now we're talking.
Ah, la forceuse, par contre. Mon petite sieste, et par contre, on y retourne après. Hein.
Let's go.
J'aimerais bien qu'on finisse cette quête assez rapidement. C'est ça, là? C'est là qu'on dort? C'est pas une auberge, ça, c'est une cabane à outils.
Hi there. Checking in, are we? You're just in time. We only have 2 rooms left. Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant. So business is booming for me today. Very
Great.
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within the hour. Here are your keys. All right. Hope.
Shenhe, you should go get some rest. We'll hang around outside until the other room's ready. Paimon's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here. Let's buy one for Shenhe too. She can have it as a midnight snack.
All right. I will head to my room for now. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door.
Allez, à demain.
See you tomorrow.
Hey, isn't that Cloud Retainer? Let's go and say.
Moi, je veux bien qu'on enchaîne sur la quête, toujours. Je pense que se reposer, c'est pas indispensable. Ouais. Hop.
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting...
So far, so good. Yeah.
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor.
Cool. So, calling her Shenhe feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So...
Her Adeptus name.
Non, mais c'est pas une adepte.
On this latter point, you are correct.
C'est juste une humaine.
Oh, right. Paimon neither.
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
Well, to start with, her problem-solving methods...
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that
sounds so dangerous.
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. That she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower. One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike. Only after she was satisfied.
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day, Shenhe might have...
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding.
Trop badass, Shenhe, du coup.
Why was a tiny little kid battling against the
Moi, ça va
rest of
tranquille.
the god
Je
in
te
the
remercie.
first place?
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind.
Ah, mais c'est elle, du coup.
Indeed, it is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an
c'est la maîtresse de
extraordinary
Shenhe.
constitution. However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Mooncarver once performed a divination for her.
C'est bien, du coup, Shenhe, c'est une tueuse en série.
Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring
Pas de
harm to
repos
those
pour les braves.
around her.
Même les jours fériés, on est là.
Such is the magnitude of the red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. It is only by fate that people's paths may cross.
On va prendre soin d'elle, enfin, c'est pas non plus un petit chien.
You came out here to check up on Shenhe because...
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion. Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the humans. If she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. Let us conclude our conversation here for today.
Ouais, c'est très long
One has
comme
occupied
conversation,
enough
effectivement.
of your time.
Effectivement. Ils aiment bien parler, hein.
So, Shenhe isn't an adeptus after all. She just grew up around the adepti.
Hop, on va avancer le temps à 8 heures. On se met un petit 8h06. Parfait.
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it.
C'est ça les cordes rouges du coup là qui réfrènent
I'd
mon impulsion à
intended to
tuer.
wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you. So I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning. After all, Master is...
Ça c'est sûr qu'elle est bavarde.
Sorry, Shenhe.
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner, because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. For this, I am very grateful in...
To be fair,
Avec
we've
plaisir.
met our fair share of real adepti,
Est-ce qu'on
too.
peut enchaîner?
Now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend.
Got it.
Voilà. Est-ce qu'on peut
Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I...
Great!
continuer un peu?
Now that we're all
Voilà,
rested up, we
continuons.
should start
Merci,
searching
merci
for the other
Paiement.
2 items on the list. But before we do that,
OMG.
let's go to the
Spoiler
building
alert.
site and ask Ningguang's little helper how the progress is going. After all, Sunset Vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be...
C'est pas faux, c'est pas faux. On n'a pas besoin de se presser, sauf qu'on...
We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks.
Sauf que bah on n'a pas toute la journée non plus quoi.
Here's one for you, Shenhe.
Faudrait que je revienne pour toi.
They're so
Zipping, je reviendrai.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Alors, parfait.
Look! The Jade Chamber is floating into the sky! But it seems to be tied down by something.
That's because it's not finished.
Je fais la quête principale d'Archon ou la story quest? Là, je suis en train de faire l'interlude, mais je fais les quêtes d'Archon. Enfin, je suis les quêtes principales
Given the enormous scale
dans
of the
l'ordre
Jade
chronologique.
Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced. Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground level. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it
déjà
into
une
the
belle
keel
base.
and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the
Ils ont
height
bien
of the
bossé pendant la
surrounding
nuit.
mountain peaks.
Incroyable.
The remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tethers and allow the Jade Chamber to rise to its target altitude.
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
One moment, I'll be right there. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Allez, en parlant de travail,
Can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly.
Beidou.
It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch.
trop mignonne.
Wait, I know you. You're the one who fought against the Fatuian
Eh
Osile,
ouais.
right? Oh,
Eh ouais,
sure
je suis pas
enough,
n'importe
your
qui.
reputation. Pleased to meet you. I'm Beto, captain of the Crux.
Beto? Are you here to join the Jade Chamber contest too?
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of Sunset Vermilionite on a...
So even though it's rare...
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Greetings.
Salut.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler. I'm sure you've heard of them before.
Shenhe. I am their... friend.
Ouais, c'est Shenhe, notre poteau.
Good to meet you. Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
It's
Okay.
an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, to be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest.
Ok.
Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you competing as well?
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help him win.
In that case, I have a proposal to make.
Bon, on s'associe
Lady
tous ensemble.
Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3. Sounds great, but how does it change things
Merci pour le follow, Oniho. Merci pour le soutien.
I think I see where you're going with this, Miss Yoon. The plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all three of us managed to get our hands on it. The two remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other two... How'd I do?
Precisely.
Huh.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first. I have some leads on these wonder cores. From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw materials.
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
Wonderful. We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings all of us a step closer to victory. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
C'est dingue parce que...
Okay, let's go! By the way, what question are you gonna ask Ningguang Yunjin?
Mais c'est super
I'm looking
impoli.
for a venue to host the performance of our new opera.
Mais
Ooh, what's
de
the
quoi je me mets le
opera
paiement? C'est
Paimon
incroyable.
wants to go see it. The opera is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it. It's called The Divine Damsel of Devastation.
C'est très beau. Je disais, ouais, c'est assez marrant parce que je suis pas du tout comme ça IRL, mais dans les jeux, j'ai tendance à être un peu parano et à toujours me demander pourquoi les gens ils veulent m'aider ou pourquoi ils veulent qu'on s'associe ou quoi. Et genre là que les deux proposent qu'on s'associe, je trouve ça bizarre. Donc voilà, je suis parano dans les jeux vidéo. Par contre IRL, voilà, si tu viens me demander les clés de ma maison, il y a de grandes chances que je te les donne.
Ah, hello. Are you here for something off the shelf, or do you need something forged?
Excuse me, Master Zhang.
On vient pour des
Wondering
infos,
if you'd
mon
heard of
pote.
something.
Of course I have.
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that you forged some weaponry for my father in the...
Yunjin? Stage use? Oh, so... sorry. My brain's finally caught up. It's not used to doing much beyond bashing a hammer all day. So, you're here to ask about wonder cores, huh? As it happens, I do know how to make them. The types of ore needed to make wonder cores are a little hard to come by. Lady Ningguang supplied...
No, we were gonna ask...
Sure. Well,
Faire
you'll
briller
need
toi
to,
les
if I remember
subrosions.
correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her Star Splinter iron from the Mount Tianhe. It could take some work, but if you stick with it, you'll find some eventually.
Okay.
I'm really not sure. Sorry. What I've heard is that, of course, it's probably just hearsay. If you want my advice, start by looking for Star Splinter.
Ok, on peut faire ça.
Interestingly enough, the story of the Divine Damsel of Devastation... Oh, I hear the view there is quite spectacular. A favorite destination of the Adepti, in fact. Perhaps it can give me some inspiration. Let's not delay. We should...
Ok, let's go. On va chercher... Bon, l'avantage c'est que ces quêtes-là, elles sont pas loin.
I came to Mount Tianeng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic, towering peaks and the gently flowing streams.
C'est vrai que c'est très beau.
It's like no wonder the legend of the Divine Damsel of Devastation is said to have taken place here. Adepti wander oft where mortals seldom stride. The Divine Damsel of Devastation is your upcoming opera, right? And the story takes place in Mount Tianheng. What's the story about, though? It's the story of a girl becoming a hero.
Trop de questions, elle pose trop de questions, Paimon.
A hero story? The legend first arose in this area. It is said that there used to be a prosperous village. In that village, there was a loving couple who were completely devoted to one another. The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband was so distraught at the news that it broke his spirit and drove him to madness. The vile and vicious monster told the villagers, "If you want to live, you must sacrifice a child to me." What a nasty piece of work! But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village were terrified of it. Just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster, a little girl suddenly stood up and... No! Don't do it, little... Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation.
Attends, c'est pas l'histoire de Shenhe,
When
ça?
she finally... Her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her and so...
J'ai l'impression qu'il y a un...
grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment.
On va la
She
regarder
vanished like a
discrètement.
wisp of smoke in...
I really like this story. But I personally think that perhaps the little girl was not as brave as the opera makes her out to be. I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
I've never considered that before. Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to portray. When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention was to inspire his audience.
I think it's a great story.
Well, it sure inspired Paimon!
Allez, go. On va chercher du fer maintenant. Bizarre. Il y a beaucoup trop de liens. Il y a quelque chose là. Ah non, c'est pas ça. Censé trouver du fer là? Suis-je aveugle? Je suis censé voir un truc pour de vrai ou... Eux, ils ont rien demandé mais ils vont prendre quand même.
Nice and spicy! By royal decree!
Ouais. Ah là-haut peut-être. Peut-être en hauteur. Ok. Et là-bas. Alors je vois pas en quoi la vue... Je vois pas en quoi ça m'aurait aidé, mais bref. Alors ça faut demander dans le village. J'ai cru percevoir un village, ouais. Bien joué. Une belle observation.
Yunjin, looks like you were right. Excuse us, sir. Can we ask you something? Huh. He didn't seem to catch... Hello, sir. We were just passing by and wanted to ask if you happen to know anything about Sabrosium.
Mais va pas bien.
Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Shenhe, Yunjin, let's have a look.
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
C'est son oncle.
It's...
Shenhe.
Shenhe. You're alive. I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Sabrosium. But I think you can find some information in the village. This place is deserted now. No one ever...
Huh? You know this?
Bah, elle vient de l'appeler oncle.
Thank you, kind
Sûrement son
sir.
oncle.
We'll go. Don't worry. Mingjin has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. Okay, then let's see.
J'imagine qu'ils se connaissent. Hein. Alors, on fouille le village. Je peux vous dire que quand on fouille un village, on le fouille vraiment. Hop, déjà on récupère les petites plantes. Il y avait jadis une famille au village de Konda issue d'un clan d'exorcistes qui fut frappé par une tragédie. En seulement une dizaine de jours, la mère fut emportée par la maladie et la jeune fille disparut sans laisser de traces. Peu de temps après cela, le père de famille... Pourquoi tu lis en même temps que moi, là? Pas possible. Bah, très bien, je ne lirai pas. Ouais, t'as tout gagné, Yunjin. Pas possible d'interrompre les gens. Ok, là il y a de l'indice.
What's this?
De toute façon, tu vas parler, donc je lis pas. Le livre qui pourrait te sauver, Dieu est apparu, le Dieu a dit... Je suis indigne de Shenhe, indigne de toi. Oh, c'est sûrement sa mère, non? Peut-être la véritable histoire de la divine demoiselle de la dévastation.
Shenhe is the
Oui,
divine. Now that I
c'est
think
l'héroïne.
about it, she does behave rather like an adept. So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling whenever I chat with her. According to this text, the divine damsel from the opera was and she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to them. Oh.
Elle est trop triste, l'histoire de Shenhe, du coup.
Than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as... Oh, it looks like my father. We've looked everywhere, but still no mention of Sabrosium. Let's have a look over there.
Ok, là il y a un truc à checker, non il n'y a rien. Je suppose qu'il faut monter du coup.
So basically, we need to go to the middle of the
Bon
lake
endroit au
south
bon
of
moment,
Mount Tianheng at
crépuscule,
dusk, and we'll
direction.
find us
Ok,
some Sabrosium.
ça
Let's
marche.
go back and tell Shenhe.
Regardez vers le soleil au coucher du soleil. Très bien, faisons ça.
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by. I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from... I bring flowers back here every year.
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, there is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love.
Do you still hate him?
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression. So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father
C'est
or
triste
not...
ça aussi.
It must have been so tough for
De
you
rien
all these
ressentir,
years.
ou de rien pouvoir ressentir. Et du coup j'ai trop envie de la débloquer, j'ai trop envie de la jouer.
Shenhe, it brings me some solace knowing that you are okay. I'll tell you more about the old times next time.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end.
Allez, on va chercher de la caillasse.
Shenhe, look. This tells us how to find Sabrosium.
Let's go then.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to talk to you
Sinon vous
about.
parlerez plus tard,
Just
non?
now, in the village, we found your father's diary.
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character is standing right here in front of me...
It's okay. I like your version. My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is... So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and protect others, just like the girl in the opera. But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue to think in this way.
Don't worry. I believe you will. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire to be. Shenhe! Yunjin! Cut the chit-chat! Let's go!
Pardon?
We can't let someone else beat us to it!
Attends. C'est Paimon qui est en train de dire aux gens d'arrêter de parler? Mais elle est ravagée, hein. Vas-y, on va y aller à pied. Elle est... C'est... Enfin... Elle a beaucoup d'humour, du coup. Alors si on peut éviter de se noyer, c'est cool. Alors attendez la fin de journée vers 17h30. On peut faire ça. Hop, 17h... On se met un petit 17h26. Donc là on a passé la moitié de la journée sur une statue au milieu d'un lac. Au calme. Et on regarde vers le soleil couchant. Les couleurs sont trop belles. C'est pas... Ça c'est pas un caillou, ça c'est un humain. Non. T'as l'air de connaître des... Oh, mais c'est... Xiao.
What brings you here?
Connais,
Have they
toi?
found a solution to the danger in the sea?
Danger dans la mer.
Ningguang didn't tell you. Something has happened in Guyan Stone Forest. But these things can be unpredictable.
D'accord.
Only a single mountain lies between here and Liyue Harbor. If things get out of control.
Ah. D'accord, donc rien à voir avec cette histoire de caillou. Ok, et bah... Ah bah non, elle est là. A plus, Xiao.
That's everything we need! Let's head back and report in!
Hop. On peut aller amener ça au forgeron du coup.
Paimon's curious if Beto's made any progress.
C'est vrai qu'on peut passer... Ouais, si on arrive à monter, on peut passer par là. Oh, mais qu'est-ce que... Oh, c'est chaotique.
Oh.
So...
This is some top quality ore you found.
Ah, bah voilà.
Yes, now it's my time.
Hey everyone,
va forger.
how's the A-team doing? I ran into a bit of a brick wall on my end. Suling's never seen a Wonder Core before, and says it'd take a lot of research for him to...
Leave the Wonder Cores to me. I'll work on them while you go about your business. Don't worry.
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils next, but where...
I'll sort that out.
Oh?
Yes. I have been training with the Adepti for years. When we first
Okay.
met, I told you I came for the Jade Chamber. In fact, I came specifically to deliver Adepti
Bah, c'est bon,
sigils.
alors.
Master heard that Ningguang was planning to... Master also said she hoped that I can take this opportunity to rejoin human society. But now, maybe it won't work for me to stay here after all. But either way...
Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, I can't say whether... But now that our paths have crossed, we'll always have a connection. So if you're ever feeling down, come find me on my...
Thank you. So, Master Zhang, I'll need to use your facilities to make this...
Fine by me. I'm actually curious to see...
Bah, parfait. On a bien avancé là d'un coup.
Whew. The sigils are ready. Though they are in some respects inferior to my master's, I can assure you there will be no quality issues.
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Great! Let's go submit them before someone else gets there ahead of us.
Bon, normalement on devrait hop, avoir fini en premier. Waouh, ah, ils sont bien avancés. Hein. Ça, c'est déjà de la belle chambre de jade. Incroyable. Est-ce que je peux aller la visiter? Ils bossent vite et bien. 3 jours de travail pour ça. Bon, on va pas aller la visiter. Hop. C'est pas chez nous. Après tout, nous on va juste aller remettre le noyau et le blason. Hop.
Ningguang's little secretary! We found all the materials!
Oh, all 3 of you found them together. The Wonder Cores and Adepti Sigils look good. It seems...
Trop bien, on a gagné.
I hereby announce that the winners of this material procurement contest are the Traveler, Yunjin, and Beidou.
What? It's over already? I haven't even found the prostrate yet!
Et ouais, bande de noobs.
I can't believe it. So close, but so far.
I'd like to invite our 3 winners to please proceed to the Jade Chamber, where Lady Ningguang is waiting for you.
Huh? Where's Beidou? She was right here!
Captain Beidou has some business to attend to. She will join later. Please come with me for now.
Je dis qu'on pouvait pas lui faire confiance à Beidou. Je l'ai dit.
Alright then, guess we'll head on up to the Jade Chamber first. This has been a long time coming.
Allez go, la chambre de jade. Ouais, c'est tout beau comme la première fois.
Combine the Adepti Sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Once the tethers are released, it will soar into the sky. Thank you all for your work. Now it is time for me to fulfill my promise.
Yeah!
Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement. You are looking for a venue for your new opera, aren't you?
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your opinion.
J'aime bien cette tenue.
The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I proposed that we stage your first performance right here, in the newly built Jade Chamber? The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city. It is fitting for the finest performance to be hosted in the heavens.
Très très
I
classe.
can think of no better stage for you than here, Miss Yun.
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then I will prepare my props and other articles shortly. Please allow me to bring all these aboard the Jade Chamber.
You're quite welcome. It's truly what a good opera deserves.
A traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, I'll be leaving now. Do come and see my play when the time comes.
You're next. What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your sister's whereabouts. Please, don't waste your question on this matter.
Wow, you're a mind reader, Ningguang. Oh well, guess Paimon will ask a question then.
Pardon?
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. Capital, connections, sensitivity to the trends, and instinct for what is a good opportunity. All of these traits are crucial. If you want to know how to make money, I will honor our agreement and give you an answer. But that is not to say that it will work for you.
Wow, Paimon hadn't even asked the question yet.
Your question was written all over your face. Now look, you helped me rebuild the Jade Chamber, and I intend to repay you handsomely for it. So I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek employment here. I will pay you at the
Moi, je veux
highest
bien
rate
que
of
t'engages payement.
remuneration.
Je n'en veux plus dans mon équipe.
Great! So next time we boss. Shenhe, you got a question?
Me?
Yes, this is a group effort.
Thank you. But I don't have anything to ask.
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'd urge you not to squander it.
Yeah, just don't waste it. Hold on a second. Hyman can probably think of another one.
Yo Capi, merci pour le
Lady
resub.
Ningguang.
Merci poto.
Do you think I can
Comment est-ce
ever
que tu
fit
vas?
in Liyue Harbor?
Now that is an interesting question. Liyue Harbor is very inclusive. As long as you respect the rules here, you will not be turned away. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of belonging in Liyue Harbor.
Huh. A sense of belonging.
Yes. To become fond of a place, to feel part of it, it always requires a reason. Perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced.
Désolé Xeros.
Or perhaps you enjoy the atmosphere of Liyue, and you will become accustomed to it. In short, everyone needs a reason to stay. I hope you can find yours soon.
I see.
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet. I'm a little later than expected.
Come on, Beidou, it's your turn. Do you have a question for Ningguang?
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I may as well get involved with the contest. Ningguang, don't forget what we talked about. It's not gonna be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it on their own.
Don't worry. I have made preparations. The wound dressings are ready, and the Millilith have set up an ambush.
Glad to hear it. Watch your back. Stay alert.
Beidou, Ningguang, what are you talking about?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation.
Bien.
Maybe it's
Il y a
better
encore
that you
une
don't
guerre
know.
qui se prépare?
When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform and looked down upon Liyue Harbor far below. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow would be seen in all 7 nations of Teyvat. My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not only out of consideration for myself that I have built the Jade Chamber anew at this time. I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in
Comment
the
vous
skies
m'utilisez
above
trop dans
Liyue
le
Harbor,
chat.
bearing witness to the prosperity and
Je lis
peace
plus le
of
chat,
the
je lis
human
plus le chat.
world.
J'ai juste envie de voir ce qui va
And
se
I
passer.
hope that you can all witness it with me. Let the Ascension ceremony commence!
C'est un peu classe quand même d'avoir une chambre de jade. Du beau travail. Oh my god. Il est de retour encore? Ah mais en fait on y retourne direct pour se battre?
Right on cue. The Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming.
Beidou sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it. Well, let's go fetch the Adepti.
No. In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis
OMG.
on our strength alone.
escape!
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
What are you doing here?
We can't let you be the only one taking this
Les
risk.
cinématiques me donnent envie de
I
chialer
hardly
à
see
chaque fois,
this
elles
as a
sont trop
great
belles.
risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is
Je vais
already
pas me battre, hein,
badly
je suis encore dans
injured.
le...
Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end
Je suis
of
encore
my
trop dans la
stamina,
cinématique.
but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
Oh, la cinématique est incroyable.
My will embodied!
Boba, get them! By royal decree. Huh. Out the frying pan, into the fire. Huh, I'm here. Boba, get them!
Elle a combien de têtes?
Odds reveal dice. Can't handle your drink.
Non, j'ai jeté la fiole par terre.
Transfiguration! Chia! By ordinance divine, manifest!
Scratch. Let's go, let's go.
Merde, j'ai pensé bas.
Nice and spicy.
Unleash! Obey!
Ah, ok, c'est que je suis en train... Ok, je viens de capter que... Elle a combien de têtes
Think you can bully me? Boba, get them!
Windblade!
La cinématique est incroyable. La cinématique donne envie de chialer.
Take your true form.
Nice and spicy.
Non, les cinématiques du jeu sont incroyables pour le coup.
By royal decree. Manifest. Transfiguration.
She's getting away! Shouldn't we go after her?
This place is unstable. It is too risky to continue pursuing her.
Y'a pas un petit coffre là, on a rien?
If the place collapsed, the consequences would be disastrous. Let's head back.
Ouais, non, les cinématiques jusque la fin, c'est des bangers. Hein. Ça, elles sont incroyables. Elles sont incroyables.
I'm just a little exhausted. Otherwise, fine. I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me. Don't worry.
Mais bien sûr
She's
qu'on
not
te
coming
suivait.
back anytime soon. After an injury like that, she'll likely seek refuge somewhere else.
How did things go underwater?
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't take too much effort to finish the job.
Good. So the crisis has been safely averted. When you visit the Jade Chamber in the future, you will be afforded generous treatment.
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyun Stone Forest and the surrounding waters have returned to normal.
Thank you. How are the Millilith?
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared and Lady Keqing's command, our losses were minimal. Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady for her help. On behalf of the entire Millilith, thank you for your service.
C'est vrai qu'elle a pris l'initiative de nous
Great.
protéger.
Then next time I watch Miss Yun's opera, I'll be able to take the compliments. I wasn't trying to be a hero, though. I just wanted to protect you.
Let the soldiers recuperate, but don't let your guard down. If she returns with a vengeance, we must be prepared.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well, things would have hardly gone so
Ah, c'est
smoothly
bon,
had
le
it not
retour du
been
pingouin là
That
qui
I
parle
do
tout le
not
temps.
deny. However, final victory was always going to be ours. If it came to it, I could always destroy another
vrai.
Jade Chamber.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong ballista, and find oneself compelled to admit that you have evidenced some degree of novel thinking.
Un petit 3/4 d'heure, je pense, Xeros.
You have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. This is considerable progress compared to the last time. Hence, on balance, one finds your performance during this trial satisfactory enough.
While the position of Tianquan remains mine, I will always ensure Liyue's safety.
Shenhe, one saw you secretly venture out from the mountains a few years ago, and noticed the air of dejection in which you returned. Hopefully this trip to Liyue Harbor has been a different experience.
Yes. I can't explain it, but I feel happier than I expected.
Elle était trop cool.
Good. Traveler, please take good care of Shenhe. In fact, one has many fond memories of Shenhe's childhood that she...
There'll be no need for that.
Oh. They are all like this. Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you. One shall be going homeward now.
Elle souffle le nuage.
Please, have a good rest. come to the Jade Chamber when you have recovered your energy. We must celebrate both the completion of the Jade Chamber and the fact that Liyue has weathered another crisis.
Eh B. Petit festin de victoire pour finir ça. Et puis... Attends, mais... c'est pas du tout ici. Si, je peux l'attendre? Je peux pas l'attendre. C'est où pour se TP à la... C'était là. Non, c'était pas là. Hein, c'était où pour se TP? Faut que j'aille juste en dessous? Oui, en même temps, oui, c'est la... Ok, la grosse icône qui ressemble à la chambre de Jade. Ça paraît logique. Merci le chat. Ah, mais je peux directement me taper dessus? Ah bah, c'est beaucoup mieux comme ça, du coup. Merci, Oniho. Oh, ça, c'est du beau festin, ça, on est bien accueillis.
Wow! Everyone's already seated! It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber. The food here looks amazing.
Ça me fait penser, il parle de nourriture là. Est-ce que vous avez regardé sur le YouTube officiel de Genshin? Ils ont reproduit des recettes tirées du jeu vidéo. Et ils ont reproduit ça avec un vrai mec qui cuisine, quoi, des petites cinématiques et tout. Et je trouve les recettes et le montage incroyable. Je sais pas si vous avez vu ça.
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here. I've never missed any of Miss Yun's performances, and I don't intend to start now.
Bref, ça m'y fait penser là, ça parle de nourriture.
Damsel of Devastation today. The one written...
Hey! Look! Miss Yun is going...
批冠到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。 避食鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
What did you think? Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
C'est incroyable.
Beautiful.
It was
C'est
wonderful.
incroyable. C'est des
Also,
bangers. Toutes les cinématiques, c'est des bangers.
You're
C'est
welcome.
un truc de fou.
Thanks to you, the divine damsel of devastation is of the play has an ending, but life goes on. I believe you will find a way to fit in Liyue Harbor.
Wow.
Thank you. I think I've found the opportunity I needed to change.
Ms. Yun, here you are, huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The divine... Let me pull up a chair, all right. We'll all have...
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink via the orifice of your own choice.
Uh-oh, this feels all too familiar. Shenhe's back to her old self again.
Mais non, mais faut pas qu'elle change ses vieilles habitudes, là. Les mecs qui sont bourrés, faut les dégager.
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.
Incroyable. Oh, l'histoire de Shenhe, enfin, cette série de 4 là, c'est un banger absolu. L'histoire de Shenhe, elle est juste incroyable. Ça me donne trop envie de faire des invocations.